All right, my friends, welcome back to the SBL. Is the scuffed week 6 continues. We are heading into our second game of the night. Tizzy and the Smash Brothers going up against high expectations. And as you can see from the left side of your screen, Jesus Christ. As you can see from the left side of your screen here, Tizzy and the Smash Brothers missing a really, really important member of their team. No Thrifty Senpai, as he is currently in Bolivia, and the ping from Bolivia is not good, especially if you don't have a computer. Worse than Alabama, according to the metrics. This team has known all season long that they were going to be playing this game without Thrifty. They were hoping to be in a better position come this point of the season, and unfortunately, that's not the case. Tizzy and the Smash Brothers, if they win this game, they are in the playoffs. If they lose this game, fate is out of their hands. Meanwhile, High Expectations is playing. They have to win this game to secure the 1 seed. With that being said, we got bands through Tree, Ball, and Craig. We're tri-casting. How are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. It wouldn't be the SBL if the production quality just didn't get progressively more scuffed as the season went on, you know? So
Look,
I appreciate the flavor we're adding to the experience here.
look, man, it was either going to be scuffed these 2 games with people not ready to stream who had to stream, or you weren't getting a stream at all, so you take what you get.
Next season is just going to be Swift pointing his cell phone camera at the client on his screen and then broadcasting that to Twitch.
Yeah, well, actually, we're planning to do the next season in in-person arenas like the LPL. So not only will it be in person off my phone, but like the player, you will actually get to see me calling the players trash over their shoulders while they're playing.
Oh shit!
That's going to be pretty fucking poggers.
Will there be beer vendors and everything too?
Oh yeah, all you can drink, and the way that stream is going to be, you're going to want to. So this will be a really interesting draft here because, again, no Thrifty Senpai, so that means there's going to have to be some roles shuffled here for the side of TSB. I do see Chai grabbing the Shyvana. That is something he's played in the past. Makes me think they might be shifting Cax over to a lane here.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of lineup they're looking to go tonight. I assume from looking at his recent games, they're gonna send Chapman mid, but I honestly won't know until we hit this load screen.
Yeah, I mean, you could convince me anything's going to happen here, because this is going to be a really uphill battle for TSB. Like we don't have to pretend it's not. This is a team that relies on Thrifty and Shotman to co-carry, and half of that co-carry is not here to carry this game. And that means that I mean this is kind of a Chopman legacy game here. Like not like it won't negatively impact his legacy. If they lose this game, like no one's gonna give a shit. They were supposed to lose this game. But like this is absolutely a chance for Chopman to have a really defining moment, end the season on the literal highest of notes, and solo carry his team into the playoffs against the potential 1 seed. It'd be an absolutely heroic game if he's able to do it.
I can tell you from Flex Panther's point of view, we are absolutely hoping TSB manages to win this one to give us a chance at the 1 seed.
Please no. I have a vested interest in playing a game that matters.
Kind
of sweet, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we're fortunately things are playing out pretty well in this extended season to have meaningful games down to the wire here.
For real. And I do kind of like the story arc we have going here of like if TSB loses this game, like it's not the worst in the world, but the upside here is so huge. If Chopman finds a way to just whip out his Sherpa rucksack and stuff all 4 of his teammates into it and haul their asses to the Nexus, kicking and screaming for a victory, man, I'd love to watch that more than anything else.
Yeah, and we know High Expectations is a team that can kind of clown around sometimes. Like sometimes, you know, they can be really dominant and explosive in some of their games, but some games they just look lost, especially when they don't know what to predict out of the enemy team. And I mean, this game is the definition of that. You know, maybe Cow's going mid, maybe Cow's going top, maybe Cow's going in the jungle, maybe Cow's going support. I wouldn't rule anything out of that Mad Cow. And obviously the whole rest of the team, the same thing applies. Like, what do you prepare for here?
Oh,
If I know.
yeah, I have no idea. Also, I agree with chat. Don't know what the Vel'Koz ban's about. Neither of the 2 teams that play Vel'Koz are doing that right now.
They're just not taking any chances in case the spectator bug rears its ugly head again.
we don't need one more puck tonight.
Swain?
Oh, I think that might be Chopman Swain. Pick it.
Yeah,
Yes.
So I've heard rumors that Chopman's been playing some mid games here, which would let Candy go to top lane, which was his main role heading into the season. He's changed roles up to fit the team here. Whether what that means for the rest of the team, maybe they're going to try Cax at 80 carry here, and put Chai onto that Shabana, which is something I know it was one of his favorite champions prior to the SBL. Get some comfort picks, and then we kind of have a whole team picking what they selected here. But on the red side, going to be rounded out with Vladimir and our beautiful red champion colors here.
Yeah, that's
Aesthetic.
very red. I can't believe they gave. Well, holy crap! They left Trist open and he didn't pick it either. He went for Xayah. They're going for the lovers lane instead.
Well, we've never seen that bite anyone to force lovers lane, right?
No, never.
I mean, it is a really good lane right now. Just because it's lost doesn't make it worse.
No, and yeah, that being said, jokes aside here, I like this draft out of high expectations a lot better than I like what we saw last game. I think this plays around some of their strengths a little bit better. The big question for me is who's going in which lane. Are they going to do the bad boy in the mid again? With the Vlad, you can easily flex him in both directions. With the Gragas, you can easily flex him in both directions.
Yeah, who's on the Vladimir in this comp? Is that Bestest or is that Bad Boy?
But
think
if
that's
they
a
have a
bad
Gragas,
boy.
that's Bestest. Like Gragas is on Bestest is on Gragas guaranteed.
Yeah, that
Fair enough,
Gragas
that
has
makes
been
sense.
scary man. Imagine if we could see our friends lists while we were in this draft stream, and we could just see.
Let's not get greedy. We can't even invite people to lobbies all the time. Caster
Vlad
number 3.
is that Bong Crank?
Yes, probably. I will turn you up a bit. All right, that should be much better. You want to give me a mic check real quick?
Sure thing. My name is Bong Crank, and I'm here to say I can't rhyme for shit.
Incredible. That'll work. All right, let me know if that sounds better, guys. Doing everything literally seat of our pants tonight, but we have a stream. That's all you can ask for. Because if you ask for more, we'll ban you from the league.
Are you saying we're not allowed to have standards?
Yeah, absolutely not.
That's true. Standards get you into trouble.
You're going to take what we can manage to scrape together and you're going to like it.
Yeah, you could always go join your other favorite baddie league if you don't like it. Start your own baddie league. Oh yeah, that's now. I've been commissioner for a week and I'm telling people to start their own baddie league. I'm back. Yes, we did get a bet for this game. It is active and you missed it. It is 76-24 on the percents in favor of high expectations. Small betters. Should I just delete this bet and do it again? Sounds like everyone missed it. Fuck it. I'm doing you a favor, chat.
Yep.
We're redoing this one.
Another bet.
Sorry, someone is going to have made the first one and missed the second one. They're going to be mad. And you know what I say to them? Fuck you.
We do what we want. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Thrifty's in the chat from Bolivia. What up, Thrifty?
We got the Bolivia boy. Shout out to our
crew. Dude, maybe he's making friends down there that play League of Legends. Oh, God, he's getting kidnapped again, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe. What up, Bolivia?
He'll win them over with his commissioner charm. Or his
All right,
RE
team.
charm, depending on which game it is.
You got 5 minutes here.
Predictions up.
So, congratulations, folks. I am a kind commissioner. Thrifty, thank God you weren't here earlier. Everything is wrong tonight. OBS is crashing again.
Yeah, next time you got to flee the country, make sure you teach us how to stream first.
He's not here, so I can call him out. I message Wang 90 seconds before game 1 is supposed to go live. He's supposed to be my co-caster. I'm like, yo, Wang, can you stream this game? I'm having these issues. And he just messaged me back, I'm getting food right now. What's up? I'm like, dude, you're casting. He's like, oh, shit, I'll be on in a sec. So So when I said last game we weren't late because of me, I meant it. I did not help. But I was ready to roll on time if he was, and he's not here to defend himself, which means I'm right. So we are in game. Holy shit! It just loaded straight in.
Nice. Same.
I have done 2 games a week for the entire season. That has not happened.
All right, let's get everything ready. Objective timers, scoreboard, move people around.
All right, so one thing to keep an eye on is Bad Boy and Best. This one's lanes here. We'll see where they go. As we do see all 5 members running it down mid here. Another active level 1. Will they run into anybody? Will they catch anybody greeting? Chai, please, just stay back in your own jungle and wait.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Chai's on the Nautilus. It's actually Cax to the Shyvana.
Yep, Tizzy is on this Samira.
Tim, tell Andre to drink every time he watches your face be in pain or excited.
With these 2 teams, what kind of drinks are we talking? Drinking for deaths could get you real fucked up if that's what you're looking for.
Take a shot if bot fails to respect level 2.
Oh, so real quick, we haven't checked in a while. It is Cax on the Shyvana. It is Chai Tizzy bot lane. So what we had seen earlier in the season, I was paying so little attention to the draft. I actually ran AFK at one point while you guys were doing mic checks. I hoped for the best.
Yeah, we should be better. Bomb Crank was a little low, but we should be good now. Turned him up a bunch.
I could use a little boost.
I mean, as long as I'm loud enough, I don't care. I'll sound everyone out, right?
You can talk for both of us.
Dude, I've always wanted to try cast with myself. I hope one day AI lets me get there.
What do you mean? Dissociative identity disorder helps out pretty well there.
So one matchup. So we do have bestest one in the mid lane here, unlike last game. Which I'm excited. We're gonna see. I think. Oh man, Tizzy has already been engaged on. You've seen her lose level 2. Now you can see her lose level 1.
Direct camera wasn't doing us any favors, but it looked like that got started with three feathers on the rake from Zaya, actually.
Yeah, she's gonna pop the health potion early, which is unfortunate. There it is, level 2 disrespected. Will she get caught? She will not.
Just barely.
I don't even know if you wanted to take that hook, my friends. Oh, and Tizzy, no. She doesn't have health pops. There's a huge wave crashing here. It's gonna be so hard to get this.
Let's see it. Level 2 dive. Level 2 dive. Cowards.
They have ignite,
like Tizzy is so unbelievably close to dead. They do have heal, and like it would be scary, but think of the plays.
Yeah, for the memes.
The bot doesn't get run through too bad because I'm really excited about both of these solo lanes. I want to see Chopman go up against who has probably been the best laner in the SBL, bestest one. And in the top lane, it's been a rough season for Dan, and I'm really excited to see what candy can give to him.
Sorry, I have to point out, someone's absolutely right. You can't rank level 1. That's not possible. I'm an idiot. Whoops. I promise I play this game.
Yeah, so we do have Splinter going for an invade here. Cax, where are you flashing to? The river, you have nowhere to run, you bad dragon. Vladimir coming down. Why give over a kill when you can give an assist? Smart. That was actually really smart from Cax. He didn't want to give over the assist there. And Splinter also did not want to give over the assist there.
The debate.
Candy,
smell it.
You knew he was there. You just watched him. Oh!
Yeah, and he has to blow his flash.
Remember when we said it would be really fun if TSB was competitive and won this game?
Look, man, look. The last couple times they've been in this position, and they're like, there's no fucking way they win this game, right? It started out just like this. And then right around 20 minutes, inexplicably, the other team just decides to start shitting their pants or whatever, and then they turn it around out of nowhere and just start rolling with it. It's gonna happen.
We're just building a more heroic arc for like a literal anime shonen Chopman carry arc, right?
Oh, for sure. This guy's about to go Bankai on the entire Rift. But in a little bit, because right now we're too busy CSing in lanes at level 4.
Yeah, already up to 1,000 gold lead here bright and early. Guy taking a bunch of damage. Busy under a bunch of pressure trying to farm under their tower.
Yeah, I mean, they got put in such a rough position from that early damage. They're just going to constantly be bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, they probably should have just reset at some point, to be completely honest. Go back, get some more pots, get your health back. Don't just be losing this lane for the next, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Just lose hard for a minute and then be competitive again.
And I hope 300 health for that grass bottle was worth Cax. Holy shit. Or sorry, Candy Jack. Vladimir's doing a ton of work top lane. Like, he just can't do anything into that.
Ice says, this is rough. I was hoping we'd see an exciting top game out of Candy. I know he was really excited to play top going into the season. It didn't end up happening. And right now he is making Dan look like the player that Dan imagines he is.
I have to assume Vlad just has a better matchup against Malphite in general. Like, I can't imagine there's much Malphite can do there early.
Nah, you're not playing that lane to try and beat Vladimir here. Even in the early levels when Vlad's not that great, this matchup sucks.
Gragas behind him.
Gragas is diving here. He's level 6. This is easy. Knock up, knocked down, knocked out. Now Chai is flashing. Ignite is ticking. Chai does get the kill, and I don't think he's going to be diveable on a Nautilus hunt. Smart play, Anchorman.
Nice root there, Chai. I see you.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
and a hook.
I believe. Yeah, put the damage on Tuesday. Yeah, you get your bitch ass out there. Don't greet me. Okay, fine. Actually, greet.
Tuesday with the head on him though to know not to auto, so it doesn't matter. Best is back in mid, on a ward.
Yeah, he did not have to blow his ult in that bot dive because it was so free. And we'll see here if anyone can put the damage on. I think everyone's just disengaging.
Yeah, really good looking dive. Super textbook out of, oh god, high expectations. God, team names are hard. But a really nice play for Chai to get something out of it. That's huge for that team because them going down at all and just letting the snowball roll is just exactly the opposite of what they need right here. They need anything they can get to get them to the mid game.
Yeah, I mean, they've, stabilized here. Even bought a few hundred gold back in the scheme of things, so that's nice. Splinter hasn't killed anybody in a while. That's good. Batman's winning his lane right now, because Fastest roamed. And there we go, more damage coming out bot lane. Dude, Nautilus is...
Yes.
Immortal, unkillable, never takes more than a single point of damage.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So Splinter is doing the Dragon Wall. This is going down. Direct to camera showing us the posturing here in the lanes. I don't think that there's really a contest here. It gets scouted out, but there's not time to commit to a decision. And Splinter smites it, secures it. Red team is slaying the dragon, and now Shotman is in a lot of danger here. He's going to pop the Swain ult, see if he can get some damage out. Kite this towards his bot lane, see if they can turn anything, but Shotman's flashing out. Now Cax is caught in no man's land, has to unleash the dragon. His Splinter's maybe going a little deep here. It's going to be a 1-for-1 so far. Samir and Gragas both on the board, and I think that's disengaged from here.
Honestly, that was kind of impressive because it looked like Swain was going to get chunked out of that fight, maybe even killed when they were kind of out of position there and pincered in their own jungle. But good on them to clean up a kill, at least keep it even. That's really all you got to do if you're TSB is just make sure you don't lose the team fights. If you can at least go even, you're in good shape.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the kill goes into a good place. It goes onto the Samira, not going over to, Chai or something.
Yeah, we can only give so many of those kills to Chai before he turns into 30.
Chai pinging that his ult is ready. I assume they're planning for an engage if they push up here. It does look like they're going to take a reset instead.
Yeah. That's not much they can do with that there.
Oh.
But I expect this game's going to slow down a little bit unless somebody makes an egregious laning mistake.
Yeah, no need to rush it. Honestly, if you're either team, I think you just kind of can't take the risk if you're TSB of letting high expectations just get too far ahead. But then if you're high expectations, you're in the driver's seat pretty clearly. Just keep doing what you're doing. No need to get crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is already getting pretty rough here. It's 3 plates onto Tuesday and 30. The Dragon has been secured by high expectations. They get the Rift Heralds. This game, it feels like it's not that. Like, there's a lot of options, too. Wait! Dwayne stole Herald!
What?
Yep.
Get fucked, West! This is it, dude. This is like the end of the episode at the start of the arc when the comeback happens for TSB.
I told you. I told you. And direct-to-camera was too embarrassed to even show it, I guess.
Well, we saw this. Oh, they're going in on Chopman here. They're mad.
Yeah, Chopman's about to kill them both. Come on, Chopman, you're the main character. Do it, Chopman! Come on!
It's okay, they have to get beaten back once the story arc starts to turn in order to progress to the final boss. The dream is still alive, goddammit.
Inting through the storyline, I like it. I normally just int because I'm unskilled. So, Cax is going to go blow his ult in the mid lane here to save that plate. But that's just going to be more pressure down here in the bot lane. They will almost get this fourth. Oh my god, 4 plates before 11. Almost 4 plates.
Yeah, these two. Let me take a look at the gold here. Yeah, about 500 gold AD difference. Oh, man, they are just bleeding these pink wards in this tri-bush. I really dislike the way they're using these.
Yeah, man, I get that you want to, like, ward your stuff, but you gotta know when you can't defend it and that you're just giving gold away.
Yeah, he's got 3 regular wards on that item. Just put those there. If you can't defend it, stop bleeding your money for no reason.
Wang with a good point. Do you think Chopman's just sacking his season, like, intentionally so that he can just go for cheap next season and have a fun team?
Here's the real question. Does he sack this season for nothing and still go for too much money?
I'd be ashamed if that backfired. Probably wouldn't do that.
Is it an SEC violation to manipulate your own draft price?
Yeah, it's kind of like tanking in the NBA. Like, it's not allowed, but you have to admit that you did it. Which, like, occasionally, you know, like, Jason Kidd comes out and says, like, yeah, we tanked that game because we wanted to get a better draft pick. And then your team loses $750,000. What you got to do if you're Chopman is you got to fake a knee injury. You have knee soreness and you can't play today.
I made a joke when I was in... Oh, and as I try to talk about it, they go in bottom. Nothing gonna come of it.
No, just another lost trade off the engage.
I made a joke when I was in my plat promos that maybe I should just stop playing and not hit plat for my price next season.
26 seconds away from the dragon respawning. Cax is near. Splinter's pathing in the direction. Cax is maybe recalling.
Yeah, it looks like we're just going to have a whole lot of nothing. This dragon's coming up in 15 seconds. I don't know if they're set up to try and get this immediately. High Expectations does have all the prio in bottom if they want to go for it.
Yeah, I think they should just do this on spawn.
Yep, and top has no teleport either. Although, there is a little silver lining. Candy has caught up with Bad Boy in CS, or at least he's narrowed the gap from what it once was when it was like 15 to 20 CS.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Although since Bad Boy's up there, CS isn't a relevant stat. His words, not mine.
Yeah, Candy now he's playing with some confidence.
There you
Bad
go.
Boy
Beat his ass.
Scared.
Yep, they took all that prio they had from bot lane and just take their free drag. Got a shield bow on Samira. We'll see if they start looking for anything right now.
Yeah, she's still down some EXP. Chopman is in some danger here. Good, he has to take the flash there. Oh man, tower going down. Can they get the 4th plate? Oh, it's so close, but they get 5 plates in bot lane.
Oof.
By the literal last second. That's a lot of money.
That is... I mean, and they did that... Did Splinter, like, ever come bot? Like, they just did that in straight 2v2. Oh man, bestest one screws that up so badly, it's not going to matter. Splinter's going to walk up and take the kill.
Turret is supercharged, though!
Oh, it's an execute.
Oh,
That's so
you know Chopman's so mad he didn't touch him.
Yeah, they could have really used the break of some sort here as we're up to a 4,000 gold lead.
And
So-
almost 2k of that is just bot.
Yeah, 2K of that just got spent bot, literally on this back. So that is a lot of items that is coming out of that Zaya now.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, you know, it's Mythic for Mythic, at least in the bot lane. I would say Samira probably feels okay if they're in a matchup. But again, their tower's down. It's like they're probably not going to be engaged that direct matchup anymore.
I wonder if Splinter is going to look top here, because this seems like a prime gank opportunity on this Malphite now that Vlad backed and got some items. Nah, he's just going to fuck off and base.
Yeah, smart from the Jack.
So I suspect that this dragon in 3 minutes here is going to maybe be our first actual full team fight. Because that third dragon is always when people start getting real concerned about losing that soul.
And I think with some of the ults they have, I don't know, let's see, Cax maybe going to be caught city here as he's being chunked out. Ults defensively, Splinter ulting forward. A lot of damage going down on this Nautilus. He's buying a lot of time here. There is a teleport coming from Chopman. I think that's going to be a full disengage here. Tizzy, you don't run ahead of your team, Tizzy. Please, please, please.
No, I think I take that.
Yeah, there was a lot blown there. I feel like there was a lot of flashes.
Bestis knows that this team wants to push up. Ooh, that's some nice damage coming out. Will Bestis do anything from this flank? It is wide open. Unaccounted for. Tizzy pushes up, has the flash out, still gets chunked.
We are down almost every flash on Tizzy in the Smash Bros. After those fights, and every flash is up on High Expectations.
And they can't even engage the 5v4 mid because everyone on the side of TSB is just too low.
Yeah, smart play from Dan to just keep pushing away. Nothing better he could be doing with this time. His team could maybe look for second Rift Tail here if they want. Oh, Tizzy maybe pushing a little too far forward here. Going to be caught out as, oh, they tried to do the fade away. And that was maybe a costly mistake from Bestis. He thought he had his geared up. Chopman is on the flank, putting some nice damage out. You can Chopman and Chai go for anything here. Chopman is really trying to push forward. Now, here comes Splinter Tuesday on the flank, and I think Slade is going to be put out of his misery. Fourth death of the game for the Chopman.
Wow, that is not what I was expecting out of Chopman mid. That's rough.
Yeah, just tried to bite off a little more than they could chew there. I think you just take your win when you just should have died dead to rights there and got away with it somehow and just leave. Just get out.
I mean, this is, you know, total control of the enemy jungle taken by High Expectations here. And honestly, props to High Expectations for how they played this game so far. It would have been really easy for them to be timid and like slowly play this one out, but the reality is we know the skill disparity in this game. You should be dominating this game, especially if you're a team trying to get the 1 seed. And I think it's a good sign that High Expectations are able to do this as cleanly as they should have been able to, as we are about to have what I think will be a really decisive fight here. If there's going to be a competitive game, it's going to happen. Remember,
they even got in there.
He doesn't have a teleport. He's literally doesn't have the summoner. So do they go for this 5v4? I think I wasn't even thinking about that earlier. Yeah, they have to give it. They don't want to take a 5v4. They don't want to throw here.
Okay.
That's all right. That could change the game a bit.
Yeah, so this is your avenue to the comeback. It starts with the dragon.
It's a small gold injection that is an objective bounty.
Yeah, I mean they do lose the top tier 1 though, so now their tier 1 lines caved in, you know, pre 20 minutes here. They're a long way from taking any towers of their own. Now they're kind of in a, we need to ward our jungle, we need to defend our tier 2s for a while, we need to just farm. Now Chopman's gonna walk into Tuesday. Tuesday's down 2 levels here, so I'm curious what's gonna have exhaust coming out. It's not enough for Chopman. Tuesday gets his first kill of the game here. And another bad news for you. Candy, you're gonna have to ult defensively. And Splinter's going to say, you know, go fuck yourself. Oh, the burn, not quite enough. Candy barely gets out with the flash. Now Shy trying to do some stalling. Actually get some good damage to stick on the bad boy. Cax is here. Tizzy is here. Maybe we'll see a chase. Shy could maybe go for a flash hook, but he'd probably just get pulled. Yeah, they're going to call this one off.
Yeah, his flash wasn't quite up, so he couldn't go for it even if they wanted. Their only option would have been to chase for another couple seconds here. Yeah, and meanwhile, while all that was going, the other two lanes were also getting their pressure in. We're looking at 6K gold difference. They managed to sneak that first dragon. All dragons from this point on obviously going to be that air, so just looking at a lot of move speed.
I mean, if there's anything good for TSB here, it's that they could just sack the third dragon here. I mean, they have a long time till high expectations could get a soul. That's a lot of time that they could be stalling and farming this game out.
Yeah, just looking for any sort of catches, anything to get them back into it.
I think their wave clear might be a bit of a problem when it comes for a side of high expectations to start sieging these turrets, though. I'm not really sure how they get rid of the waves that they send to the turrets. Do you think that Cloud Soul, let's assume that Miracle of Miracles, TSB finds themselves with 4 Cloud Dragons in their pocket, is that sufficient of enough buff for them to come back and start winning these team fights? Because it feels like they're just getting dominated every time they try to engage right now.
I mean, that would be at the earliest 14 minutes from now. The gold situation would be so different than what it currently is that it's just kind of impossible to estimate.
Fair.
Presumably, if they're in a situation to have secured themselves a soul, they've also managed to secure themselves, accrue back some gold. Which is looking unlikely here because everywhere you look, they're being pressured on the towers. There's still a Rift Herald available on mass. There's Splitter. Bestis about to take a tier 2 for free bot. They're stealing jungle camps. I think this game is more dire than the gold lead.
Yeah,
I think this is the kind of game where like you don't need Dragon Soul to win if you're high expectations.
I think with what's happening right now with the 1-3-1 that they're doing right now, like it is more than the gold. It's mental as well. Ooh, just misses that hook.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think's the person on? Oh my God, and they're looking for it here. Candy coming in. Chai gets the tower here as we do have a very split fight here. Chai trying to come in on the flank here. If they can get anything onto this Xayah, Candy running forward. And actually a decent fight here, maybe, but I just don't think they have the gold. Chapman is putting out so much damage and still no one is dying my expectations. And oh my God, they tried so hard. They got Mr. Tuesday, but what is the price? Cax the only one to walk out alive. And you saw the idea, the concept of a good team fight there. But even in the 5v4, they get absolutely demolished. And I think this game is over.
Yeah, 4v1, 4 for 1 out of there. And they're going to get an inhib here. They're still pressuring that top turret. It looks like they're going to rotate up. Making very good use of that time with them dead. I think they're going to go for turret and out here most likely.
Yeah, they cracked the base in mid, nearly cracked the base in top. And you know Bad Boy's going to just keep shoving it down that lane.
Yep, Vladimir is now sufficiently online at this point. Just delete waves, push into turret. They really have to just back up to Baron here, take it, and then methodically end the game.
Incredible. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. League Client being its good old self, we're back at it. And they're on Dragon. Looking for the third.
Yeah, I don't think there's a contest there.
Now, looks like TSB might be rotating up to Baron as kind of a last-ditch effort. Either they know that High Expectations is going there, or they just kind of have to get it themselves. At this point, desperation plays are necessary.
Yeah, they know how this game ends so quickly if they give up Baron. I'm sure they want to try to get some vision over there at any cost.
How many people How many people in Battle League history have ever ended a game 0-0-0? Dan's going for it.
He's not going to get it. He's going to get some assists in this last fight. SBL stats and information. Let us know if that's ever happened. My gut tells me it's like 0-0-0 in a win. I wouldn't be shocked if it's happened in a loss. Like, I can imagine Blab just being like, watching his whole team int and being like, I'm not going to just ruin my KDA for you
I'm pretty
guys.
sure I've probably been on that team. I've probably inted. And while he just sat back and he's like, I'm not doing this. This is stupid.
Blab's on Vel'Koz like, guys, what are you doing? We're a kite and re-engaged team, and you just keep flashing forward. What the heck, guys? Yeah, I didn't think too bad. If you're doing something really stupid, you get an F-bomb out of them, but they're rare. But if I were in this game, I'd be F-bombing. I'd be F-bombing in my head, maybe. I probably wouldn't F-bomb my teammates, because that would be toxic. But what else would be toxic is this Baron for the chances. Oh my god, Tizzy gets Samira ultimate. There we go. Now it's going to be executed, and this entire team is going to just melt like microwave butter. 4 kills, 4 assists for the Vladimir.
Well, there it goes.
That dream is dead.
They are running straight down mid lane. I think they're going to try to end this one with ease. Absolute domination. And, oh, best this one. Come on, man. You have flash. No, you don't have flash. Never mind. I was going to say, go get the ace.
Yeah, they're bringing in those supers in mid. They're maybe also getting bottom for no reason, but it doesn't matter. This game is over.
Yeah, 1 tower down, the second to fall, and high expectations after a season of having high expectations forced upon them from the draft onwards. They will do what was promised. They will secure the 1 seed, and they will secure an appearance in the SBL finals. And Tizzy and the Smash Brothers, Thrifty Senpai in Bolivia, gonna watch this last game of the night, praying for a chance to qualify for the playoffs.
Yep, we will be back soon. We'll have to have a streamer swap. Andre, do a shot for me.
Yeah, do a shot, Andre, and I hope it's good. Folks, I do have good news as we head into this last game. The person who is expected to be streaming will be the one streaming, so that's kind of nice.
All right, we'll be back.